Good morning. It is homesteading Northwest Florida, and it is February 26th, 2021, and it is like 65 degrees. It looks like it's going to rain out, but I had to show you this very interesting frog. I wasn't sure if it was a leaf. Oh, there he went. Oh boy. Now you got to find him. He's so disguised it wasn't even funny. There he is. I got him. I see him now. Oh, he went underneath here. Here he is. Come on here, buddy. Okay, he looks like this. Check it out. He is so disguised. It's not even funny. He's like a chameleon frog. Well, now I can't find him again. And hopefully the dog won't find him. He doesn't like frogs anyhow. But we have beets growing and irises and the palm trees. I'm trying to get a better resolution here videos. I changed my settings again on my camera. The palm trees are doing good. I need to cut the weeds underneath there, which I do by hand. And we got a little, bulbs growing here a little bit. There we go. But everything hasn't really leafed out yet. Planted some seeds. Trying to hold this camera steady. We had to trim our banana plants down because they got frozen. Here's all the refuse. I'm going to take my lawnmower and try to chop that up. There's Leroy. But during the last 5 days, I also have some other trees I'm growing here. Redbud and a couple crepe myrtles and a couple different Jane magnolias. Tiny little trees. We'll see if I live long enough to have them grow. But I also have a new rose bush I planted a little while ago, and some palm trees. This is my herb garden. Parsley did well over the winter, the complete winter. I think I need to prune this rose bush. But anyhow, we have a whole bigger area here. I need to mulch this. These trees here that grow like, they drape over and then the vines go on them. They are invasive tree, Chinese Privet. So, not a great tree. And we did a lot of clearing. 5 days with a constant burning and chopping vines. So now I have like a 50 by 50 area back here. And I'm going to get to that choke cherry back there that was like a vine hanger. But some of these vines were like 3-inch diameter. And we've got a large area back here now. That was all. I was waiting a couple years to see if the vines would produce any grapes, but they didn't. So they were just weeds, water vines. And this was like 20 years worth of unattended growth, so they will not come back. But whatever I see that's sticking up or growing, it will be chopped out. Like here's one. I'm gonna have to cut these side roots and get this out of here. Chop the side roots. But now I have a great big like 50 by 50 area. I planted some seeds, and right over here is a farmer's field. So there's not going to be much going on over in this area. Nice and quiet. That's what I like. And these trees, here's some mimosas, which what they did was they pushed everything with a bulldozer, a bush hogger, and these mimosas came up. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth little small one, and I will be removing these trees eventually and killing them because they'll just spread their seed pods everywhere, and I'll get more mimosa trees, which is another, mimosa silk tree is another invasive species. So we got a big area. If somebody wants to bring an RV, bring it on down. You can help me out. Could really use, it's was really something overcoming all this growth. So now I got a great big large area that's not weeds. Probably put some, and this is also these are the invasive Chinese Privet and some vines, but I cut them at the bottom, so actually they are dead, so they're not going to leaf out, and so that will get put into the wood chipper. You know, all these trees, they're cut at the bottom. And here's another, that's a mimosa giant silk tree. I call that one the queen because it was huge and it just put a whole bunch of seed pods into my yard. So I need to chainsaw that stump up. But I killed it by drilling into it and cutting the roots and cutting it in various spots here. But you can see that these other Chinese Privet are cut at the bottom, so they're not going to leaf out. They just need to be disposed of when I have time. But what else? Oh, and I got a big tree to chop up in the backyard, in the front yard, that fell over during Hurricane Zeta. But tremendous growth, because the weather is so nice for it. So when you get invasives, they really cause a lot of work. You know, they grow like crazy. The vines were pulling on these oak trees. They rip off tops, you know, and these other, they just crowd out the natural trees. But I cleared this all by hand. It took 5 days. And there were some trees in here that the vines killed. And here's a stump of one that I wanted to get to. The whole thing that started this is I wanted to get to this stump because it was dead for firewood. So I started chopping the vines that went as high, you know, like 15 foot high, coming from that tree over to here. This was originally my vine room. So now we got a nice clear area here. And I already planted some palm tree seeds and other seeds, flower seeds, so we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.